Now, the Delhi High Court has reserved its judgment on the appeals that were filed by social media giants WhatsApp and Facebook, challenging the single judge bench's order, which refused to stay the CCI probe into WhatsApp's new privacy policy. Nilashish joins us on the phone line for more on this. Nilashish, take us through the details of what the court has said. All right, we'll try and reconnect with Nilashish in just a bit, but that is the latest we're getting. The Delhi High Court now has reserved its judgment on the appeals that were filed by WhatsApp as well as Facebook. Now, remember, they had challenged the single bench's judge, the bench's order, in fact, refusing to stay the probe into WhatsApp's new privacy policy. So the High Court there, the Delhi High Court has reserved its judgment. Now, this is the case related to WhatsApp and Facebook, the social media giants. Remember, where they had challenged the single judge bench's order, refusing to stay the investigation into the WhatsApp's new privacy policy. Nilashish is back with us. Nilashish, over to you. Take us through the details of this case.
Well, yes, the Delhi High Court today has in fact reserved its judgment after Facebook and WhatsApp in fact had moved the court against the single judge bench order, which had refused to interfere with the Competition Commission of India's probe against WhatsApp's new privacy policy. Now, what the Competition Commission had told the Delhi High Court during the course of this last week was that they are not being able to move forward with the probe against WhatsApp and Facebook, primarily because the court had continued to give Meta enough more time to file its responses and file its affidavits. And so they said that for 16 months since this probe has been on, the last few months they have not been able to move forward with the investigation. Now, as far as Meta is concerned, of course, it was represented by Senior Advocate Mukul Rohgi, who stated that the probe cannot be against Facebook just because it had acquired the instant messaging company or the instant messaging platform in 2014. It remains to be two separate entities. So Facebook and WhatsApp are two separate entities, and it could not have probed Facebook on that basis. Now, another contention that came in from WhatsApp was that the new privacy policy is prima facie not, there's no case made out against it for investigation. So these kinds of arguments were made over the course of the last week, and now the judgment has in fact been reserved.
All right, so the Delhi High Court has for now reserved its judgment, but Nilashish, of course, we'll keep coming back to you for the latest. For the moment, thank you so much for joining us.